Welcome to this video. If you came here looking for Jeff Bezos' biography, his personal life story, his habits, mindset, and how he became one of the richest men on earth, we've already made that. You can watch that in our biography playlist, and I highly recommend you do because it's filled with lessons about discipline, long-term thinking, and personal transformation. But in today's video, we are telling you something different, something deeper, something that's not just about one man, but about a machine he built. A machine that changed how you live, how the internet runs, and how the world works, even if you don't realize it. That machine is called Amazon. This is the story of how a quiet man with glasses and a weird laugh started a bookstore in a garage. How that bookstore became a website. How that website became a marketplace. How that marketplace became an empire. And how that empire became a global force of nature worth over $1.6 trillion. This is not just a story about business. This is about belief, boldness, pain, sacrifice, and strategy. It's a story that teaches you how to think bigger than anyone else, plan like a machine, serve your customer like your life depends on it, and stay silent until the world can no longer ignore your name. And yes, this video is also great for your English. We explain everything in simple, clear, beginner-friendly English so you can improve your vocabulary, your listening skills, and your understanding while learning one of the most powerful stories in business history. So get ready. This isn't just a story. This is a blueprint for domination. Let's begin. Part 1, The Garage, the Internet, and the First Book. The year is 1994. The Internet is still a joke. Most people don't even know what we mean. Google doesn't exist. Facebook doesn't exist. Instagram, nothing. Back then, if you wanted to sell something, you opened a shop in your neighborhood, not a website. But one man had a different idea. His name, Jeff Bezos. He's working on Wall Street, making $200,000 per year. He's smart, stable, respected, and he's about to throw it all away. Why? Because one day, while reading a report about the internet, Jeff sees an unbird that shakes his soul. Internet usage is growing at 2,300% per year. That one number changes his life forever. He realizes something. This is the next big thing. And if I don't do something now, I'll regret it forever. So, what does he do? He quits his job. He packs his things. He calls his parents and says, "I'm going to start an internet company. It's risky. There's a 70% chance I'll fail, but I need to try." He moves to Seattle. He sets Uber's first office in a garage. No team, no money, no fame. Just him, a laptop, and a dream. The question is, what should he sell? Why books? Jeff thinks carefully. He wants to sell something big, something that has huge variety, millions of items, easy to ship, no need to try before buying. Answer: books. Time. A bookstore could only carry maybe 100,000 titles. But online, heckled offer millions. And so he launches a simple website, Amazon.com, Earth's biggest bookstore. In July 1995, the website goes live and the first ever order is placed by a stranger. The book, Fluid Concepts and Creative Analogies. He doesn't sell 1,000 books a day, not even 100. He sells one book at a time, packing it with his own hands. He tapes the boxes himself, drives to the post office, waits in line. That's how Amazon started, with sweat, silence, and service, Jeff needs money, so he does something bold. He asks his parents for an investment. They give him $300,000, their entire life savings. He warns them, there's a big chance you'll never see this money again. They say, we believe in you. With that, Amazon begins. Within 30 days, Amazon is shipping books to 50 states and 45 countries. Customers love it. Why? They can order from home. The prices are cheaper. The selection is endless. Jeff doesn't just build a store. He builds trust. And as sales grow, the media starts paying attention. People start asking, is this just a bookstore or something more? From the beginning, Jeff Bezos had a bigger plan. Books were just the beginning. He told his team, we're not in the book business. We're in the everything business. He named it Amazon after the largest river in the world because he wanted it to be the largest company in the world. This wasn't about books. It was about building the world's most customer-obsessed company, and that's exactly what he set out to do. By the end of 1996, Amazon had 150 employees. Sales reached $15.7 million. They were growing 800% per year. But the big moment was coming soon, going public, taking on giants, expanding beyond books. It's now 1997. Amazon has grown far beyond what anyone expected. The website is gaining mass. People are ordering books like never before. But Jeff Bezos knows a myth. To build a business that lasts, you need fuel. And in business, fuel is money. On May 15, 1997, Amazon officially becomes a public company. This means people can now buy shares of Amazon on the stock market. The stock opens at $18 per share. By the end of the day, Amazon is valued at around $438 million. For a company that's only a few years old, this is a big deal. But Jeff is not celebrating. He's thinking bigger. He doesn't care about short-term profits. In fact, Amazon is still not making any profit. People start questioning him. Why are you losing money? Why aren't you profitable? And Jeff's answer shocks everyone. We're not here to be profitable right now. We're here to become essential in people's lives. That same year, Jeff writes one of the most famous letters in business history to his shareholders. He calls it, It's Day One. In that letter, he says, we will focus relentlessly on our customers. We will make bold bets. We will think long-term, even if it means losing money. Now, it's still day one, the beginning of something huge. This philosophy becomes the soul of Amazon. Every year after that, Jeff writes a new shareholder letter. And he always includes that original day one letter to remind everyone of the vision. With new money from the IPO, Amazon begins to grow. But Jeff doesn't want to stop at books. He adds CDs and music, movies and DVDs, toys, electronics. Each category comes with new challenges. More storage space, more warehouses, more staff, more technology. But Jeff is not afraid of problems. In fact, he believes if we solve harder problems than others, we'll become stronger than others. Amazon invests millions into building fulfillment centers, massive warehouses where items are stored, packed, and shipped. Each warehouse is designed for speed, accuracy, and scale. But this isn't easy. In one early warehouse, employees are walking 10 to 15 miles per shift to open and pack items. There are no robots, no fancy systems, just grit and process building. Jeff visits these warehouses himself. He talks to workers. He studies the process, and slowly he begins building one of the most powerful logistics networks in history. This becomes the backbone of everything Amazon does. Inside his mind, Jeff is already thinking 5 years ahead. He starts asking why stop at books and DVDs? Why not add everything? He creates a new mission to become Earth's most customer-centric company, where people can find and discover anything they want to buy online. He dreams of Amazon being the store where you can buy batteries, a baby stroller, a laptop, a chair, groceries, clothing, toothpaste, shampoo, even everything all in one place. No one believes this is possible. But Jeff doesn't wait for approval. He just starts building. But then, disaster. The year is 2000. The dot bubble explodes. What is it? In the late 90s, hundreds of tech companies had launched websites and gotten funding. People invested in any company that had dot in its name, even if it had no plan, no product, no team. Eventually, it all collapsed. Thousands of internet companies shut down overnight. Big names like Pets.com, Webvan, and ETY all disappeared. Investors panicked. And even Amazon, boy, a real business, lost 90% of its stock value. It dropped from over $100 per share to around $6. The media said, Amazon is finished. Jeff Bezos is done. They'll never survive. But Jeff never flinched. He told his team, ignore the stock price. Focus on the customer. Do the right thing. The storm will pass to survive. He cuts costs, fires hundreds of employees, closes weak departments, tightens every system. It's painful, but it saves Amazon. Other companies vanish. Amazon serves. In the middle of all this chaos, Jeff launches something bold again. He says, why should Amazon sell everything ourselves? Let's allow other sellers to use our platform, too. This idea becomes the Amazon marketplace, where third-party sellers can list and sell their products on Amazon. At first, it seems risky. People say you'll lose quality control. Customers won't trust it. But Jeff is thinking ahead again. This one idea changes everything suddenly. Amazon has millions of new products without buying inventory, without hiring more staff, without risk. Third-party sellers grow. Customers get more options. Amazon gets a percentage of every sale. Everyone wins today. More than 60% of items sold on Amazon come from third-party sellers. And it started with one bold move in the middle of a storm. By now, Jeff Bezos is building his business like a chess grandmaster. He's thinking 10 moves ahead, making decisions most CEOs are afraid to make, taking short-term pain for long. He says something that becomes legendary. Your margin is my opportunity. What does that mean? If another company makes 40% profit, Amazon will come in and make 2%, just to steal the customer, because Jeff knows some people trust Amazon, they'll never leave. He's not trying to get rich fast. He's trying to build a company that lives forever. By 2003, Amazon's strategy works. Sales over $5 billion. Profits finally appear. Confidence restored. Investors start believing again. But Jeff isn't celebrating. He's already building something bigger. Something the world has no idea about. A project that will quietly turn Amazon into a $1 trillion empire. Part 2. The Birth of Oz. Amazon's secret weapon. The year is now 2003. Amazon has survived the dot crash. It's slowly becoming more than a bookstore. More products, more sellers, But Jeff Bezos is still not satisfied. Because while most CEOs would be celebrating the comeback, Jeff is already asking a dangerous question. What if we could become something more than just a store? What if we built the infrastructure of the entire internet? His team looks confused. They ask Yumian host websites. Jeff smiles. He already sees the future. At that time, thousands of tech startups were being born. Everyone wanted to create apps, websites, online tools, but they all had the same nightmare. Setting up servers, managing storage, buying expensive equipment, hiring engineers, waiting weeks or months. Even simple projects took thousands of dollars and months of work just to build the back end. So Jeff and a small group at Amazon ask, why don't we build a platform that gives them everything they need instantly? That's when the seed of Oz is planted. What is AWS? AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. It's not about shopping. It's about renting out Amazon's computing power to the world. Think of it like this. Instead of buying your own servers, you rent Amazon's service as much as you want, whenever you want. You only pay for what you use. It's like electricity for the internet. And just like electricity changed the world 100 years ago, ours will quietly power the next digital revolution. While the world thinks Amazon is just selling books and DVDs, Jeff quietly forms a team of engineers and visionaries. For 2 years, they work in the background, testing, building, designing. No press, no investors, no hype, just silent, focused. Finally, in 2006, Amazon launches AWS, starting with just 2 services. S3, Simple Storage Service, a place to store data online. EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud, a place to run programs or apps from it. At first, no one understands it. Why is a shopping website building tech tools? But Jeff knows. One day, this will be bigger than the store. Within a year, thousands of startups start using AWS. Why? Because it saves them time, money, and energy. Instead of buying hardware, they pay Amazon a few dollars per month and launch instantly. AWS becomes the invisible engine behind Dropbox, Netflix, Airbnb, NASA, Facebook, Reddit, even the CIA. Yes, Amazon now powers the government. Every click, every video, every login, chances are it touches AWS. While Amazon.com was famous, AWS was profitable. By 2015, Oz was making $7.9 billion in revenue. By 2020, over $45 billion. Today, OS generates over $80 billion per year, and most people still don't know. And here's the real twist point. 70% of Amazon's total profit comes from AWS, not the shopping site. That means the cloud, not the cart, is where the real power lives. Let's pause because here's something. Most companies put all their focus on the front. What customers see, Amazon did the opposite. While the world focused on prime delivery, one-click shopping, Alexa, Kindle, Jeff Bezos was building a fortress behind the curtain. AWS gave Amazon unlimited funding, total control, industry influence, global reach, long-term survival. Even if Amazon's retail division failed, Oz alone could keep the empire alive. That's not just smart. That's genius-level, future-proof business architecture. While AWS grows in the background, Jeff continues building on the customer side, too. Oz clients, 1 million plus businesses. Or's share of cloud market 32% more than Microsoft plus Google combined. And all of this came from an idea born during Amazon's darkest days. When others were panicking, Jeff was building quietly. That's how empires are made. The digital world was never enough for Jeff Bezos. He had already built the most trusted online store, a growing empire of sellers, a secret money machine, AWS. But now he wanted more. He wanted speed. He wanted control. He wanted Amazon to reach your doorstep faster than anyone else. Not through other companies, but by Amazon itself. To do that, he would have to go to war with the oldest, biggest industries in the world. In the early 2000s, Amazon depended on UPS, FedEx, and USPS to deliver packages. These companies were slow, expensive, and not under Jeff's control, and Bezos depending on others. So he quietly started building his own logic, piece by piece. He opened fulfillment centers, warehouses where products are stored and packed. Then he added sortation centers to organize packages by region. Then came Amazon-owned trucks, planes, cargo ships, and eventually drones. His goal: we will control the entire customer experience from click to doorstep. In 2005, Amazon introduced something that would change the game forever. Amazon Prime. At first it was simple. Pay $79 per year. Get free 2-day shipping on millions of products. Everyone thought it was a bad idea. They'll lose money. Shipping is expensive. People won't pay up front. But Jeff knew one secret. If customers get fast delivery, they'll buy more again and again. And he was right. Prime members shop twice as often as non-members, spend more than double, stay loyal for years. Prime wasn't a product. It was a habit machine, a silent lock-in, a system of trust. And soon Amazon added more: Prime Video, movies and shows, Prime Music, Prime Reading, Prime Photos. It became an entire ecosystem. And over time, Amazon Prime membership passed 200 million users globally. To make Prime work, Amazon had to build the most advanced logistics system on Earth. That meant warehouses in every real-time inventory systems, robots to move shelves, AI to predict what products customers would order before they ordered it. Yes, Amazon started shipping products before people clicked buy because they already knew. And they weren't just storing items randomly. Every Amazon warehouse is a living brain, constantly moving, optimizing, adjusting. Each product location is chosen by data. How fast it sells, where it ships, how often it's returned. In 2012, Amazon made a move that changed fulfillment forever. It acquired Car Systems, a robotics company, for $775 million. These small orange robots would carry entire shelves around the warehouse, bring products directly to packers, reduce walking time from 10 m per day per worker to almost zero. Within 3 years, Amazon had 100,000 plus robots working alongside humans. No other company in the world had a system like this. It wasn't just about speed. It was about scaling efficiently with burning out humans. The launch of Amazon Air. Amazon didn't stop at the ground. They launched their own air cargo fleet, Amazon Air. To rival FedEx and UPS, planes with the Amazon Prime logo began flying across the US. Each plane could carry tens of thousands of packages, connecting warehouses to delivery stations. Today, Amazon Air operates over 110 aircraft, making thousands of flights per week. They're not just faster, they're smarter. Each flight is optimized by AI to avoid delays, reduce costs, maximize payload. In 2018, Amazon launched the Delivery Service Partner DSP program. What is it? They invite regular people to start their own delivery businesses. Amazon provides the vans, uniforms, routes, and training. You manage your drivers and deliver Amazon packages only. Amazon pays you per package. This allowed Amazon to grow delivery capacity instantly, compete with FedEx and UPS, deliver more than 10 million packages per day. Today, Amazon delivers over 72% of its own packages in the US. They no longer depend on outside carriers. But delivery wasn't enough. Amazon wanted to enter the real world, starting with In 2017, Amazon made a move that it bought Whole Foods Market for $13.7 billion. Why? Because groceries were repeated frequent purchases essential to daily life, still mostly done offline. This acquisition gave Amazon 500 plus physical store locations, access to a premium customer base, a way to blend online and offline shopping, and it scared the competition. Stock prices of Walmart, Target, and Kroger dropped instantly because Amazon had entered their world, and it wasn't playing fair. In 2018, Amazon launched something even more futuristic. Amazon Go, a store with no checkout lines. You walk in, pick up what you want, walk out, and your Amazon account is automatically charged. How cameras track what you take. Sensors detect. AI calculates your bill. This was a glimpse of the future of retail, and it showed how Amazon was not just a company. It was becoming an infrastructure for modern life. Let's pause. Why did Amazon do all of this? Because Jeff Bezos understood one thing. The company that owns delivery owns commerce. If Amazon could store the products, pack the products, ship the products, track the packages, deliver it to your door, then they didn't just sell stuff. They controlled the entire journey. No middleman, no risk, no delay, just pure. Let's look at what this empire really means. 1,150 plus warehouses worldwide, 100 plus aircrafts, Amazon Air, 300,000 plus delivery drivers, over 72% of US Amazon deliveries handled in-house. Over 10 million packages delivered daily. Estimated logistics investment over $100 billion since 2010. This isn't just ECOMMERCE. This is military-grade operations optimized for peaceful domination. Buy No Amazon is not just a website. It's a physical empire. It owns the product through sellers. The platform Amazon.com, the storage warehouses, the infrastructure, AWS, the transport trucks, planes, the delivery, drivers, drones, the real estate, Whole Foods, Go stores. It doesn't depend on anyone. And now it begins preparing for its next phase, something even bigger than logistics. Conquering the world of shopping, storage, logistics, and delivery, Amazon Fest, a new challenge. How do you stay in someone's life every single day? Not just when they shop, not just when they want to buy a book, but when they wake up, when they cook dinner, when they go to bed. Jeff Bezos had the answer. You go where no business has ever gone before. You go inside the. And that's when Amazon began building a voice. The birth of Alexa. In 2014, Amazon launched something that felt futuristic, almost magical, a small black speaker that could talk back to you. You could say, Alexa, what's the weather? Alexa, play music. Alexa, turn off the lights. Alexa, order more toothpaste. It was called the Amazon Echo, and the voice inside, it was named Alexa. But this wasn't just a gadget. It was the beginning of a silent revolution. A way for Amazon to become part of your daily habits. Jeff Bezos understood something most companies ignored. The future isn't just about websites or screens. It's about voice, presence, with voice, there's no friction, no typing, no search bar, nope, just you speaking. And when customers speak, Amazon listens. Every time you say Alexa, you train the system. It learns your accent, your preferences, your tone, your habits. And this data allows Amazon to serve you faster, smarter, deeper. Alexa wasn't just about weather and music. Soon it began connecting to everything. Lights, thermostats, televisions, refrigerators, doorbells, security cameras. Now with Amazon Ring, you could see woes at your door from anywhere. With Amazon Smart Plug, you could control appliances by voice. With Fire TV, you could say, Alexa, play Iron Man, and it would start playing instantly. This wasn't science fiction. This was Amazon building an ecosystem where you never had to leave and you didn't even need a phone. Your voice became the controller. Here's where it gets even more powerful. Alexa wasn't just about smart homes. It was about shopping without friction. You could say, Alexa, reorder detergent. Alexa, buy batteries. Alexa, what's my next delivery? And because Amazon already had your address, your payment method, your preferences, your purchase history, it could complete the order instantly with no clicks, no typing, no comparison. Amazon had turned shopping into a conversation. That's how powerful this system was. But even that wasn't enough. Amazon wanted to go deeper beyond voice. It started using AI and machine learning to analyze what you've bought, what you searched but didn't buy, what other people like you bought, what time of year it is, what's trending near you. Then it began making recommendations with scary accuracy. People who bought this also, you might like this. Add this to your next delivery. In fact, Amazon's recommendation engine drives 35% of all sales, over $200 billion per year. It's not guessing, it's reading your mind, and summertime even acting before you act. Amazon even patented something called anticipatory. This system would predict what products customers would order next, ship them to a nearby warehouse before the order is placed, or even ship them to a nearby delivery hub so that when you finally do click buy, the package is already halfway there. It sounds insane, but that's how deep Amazon's system thinks. It's not reacting, it's predicting. All of this is powered by a massive AI infrastructure, machine learning models, deep neural networks, user behavior tracking, product tagging, sentiment analysis, purchase prediction, every click, every scroll, every pause on a product image. Amazon's AI is learning from it. And because it has hundreds of millions of customers, the data is endless. That's how it gets smarter every day, not through innovation alone, but through observation at scale. Alexa is now active in over 100 million households. Amazon has sold 200 plus million Echo devices. Over 70% of Amazon app users see AI-powered recommendations. Voice commerce market led by Alexa is expected to reach $80 billion by 2025. AI manages real-time pricing of millions of products. AI also powers fraud detection, inventory placement, search ranking, and customer service bots. This is not just a tech company. This is an intelligent, ever-running organism. Jeff Bezos once said, "Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room." So, he built a companion that would never leave the room. It's in your living room, Echo. In your kitchen, dash buttons, Alexa. In your bedroom, Kindle Fire TV on your front door, Ring camera in your phone, Amazon app in your voice, Alexa commands, and even in your thoughts. Recommendations, suggestions. Amazon doesn't wait for you to come to it. It goes where you are. Amazon had already won the battle of speed. It had already dominated shopping. It had already taken over delivery. It had already built their cloud, the system, the home assistant, and the habit loop. But one thing was still missing: entertainment, storytelling, cultural relevance. While people used Amazon to buy what they needed, they spent their free time on platforms like Netflix, YouTube, Disney+. But that was dangerous for Amazon because attention is power, and whoever controls the screen controls the mind. So Jeff Bezos made a decision. We need to build a media empire, not tomorrow, but now, in 2011. Amazon quietly launched Amazon Instant Video, a platform where users scowled stream movies and shows. At first, it wasn't very good. The selection was limited. The interface was clunky. People didn't take it seriously. But just like he had done with AWS, with logistics, with Alexa, Jeff knew: start small, learn, improve, win. And so Amazon slowly turned it into something massive. Amazon Prime Video, and it came free with a Prime membership. That waste genius move. Netflix charged monthly. Amazon gave it as a bonus for joining Prime. So now, when you paid for fast shipping, you also got free access to Hollywood movies, award-winning series, original documentaries, sports events, global cinema. That gave Amazon two advantages. 1. It created massive loyalty to Prime. 2. It trapped users inside the Amazon ecosystem longer. Amazon didn't just own your wallet, it owned your evenings. But Amazon didn't stop at listening. It wanted to create its own shows. Shows that would change culture, so it built Amazon Studios, hired top Hollywood producers, and started writing. Then came the hits: The Man in the High Castle, Bosch, Fleeg, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Jack Ryan, Reacher, Citadel, The Boys. Each show targeted a different audience. Each one had a different emotional flavor. Each one pulled users deeper into the Amazon experience. And then Amazon made one of the boldest moves in streaming history. In 2017, Amazon paid $250 million just to buy the rights to make a Lord of the Rings show. That didn't include actors. That didn't include production. Just the license to make it. Then they spent another $500 million producing Season 1 of The Rings of Power. The total budget crossed $750 million, making it the most expensive TV show ever made. Why would they do this? Because Jeff Bezos personally said, "We'll enter our own Game of Thrones. We're not playing small. We're here to lead that one show," told the world. Amazon is no longer just Arita. It's a media giant. To grow faster, Amazon started streaming. Tennis tournaments, Premier League football, Thursday night NFL games in the US cricket series in India. Live sports were a goldmine because they pull massive live viewership. They attract new users. They give Amazon cultural power. Now people don't just shop on Amazon. They watch their favorite teams there, too. That's a level of emotional connection no e-commerce brand had ever achieved. As Prime Video grew, Amazon began aggressively expanding into India. Brazil, Germany, Japan, United Kingdom, Mexico, Australia. They offered region-specific shows and movies, hired local directors, and even launched Prime Originals in Hindi, Tamil, Spanish, and German. In India, Amazon invested over $1 billion just in content and partnerships. They bought rights for Bollywood blockbusters, regional Indian films, cricket, and sports commentary. Why? Because Amazon knew that entertainment is the key to entry. People may hesitate to buy online, but they will watch Agrit show without thinking twice. Once inside, Amazon shows them the rest of the ecosystem. Shopping, Alexa, Prime, Kindle, grocery. It's not just a business strategy. It's a psychological funnel. Let's break this down simply. When you shop, Amazon gets your money. When you watch, Amazon gets your time. When you watch and shop on the same platform, Amazon gets your mind. Attention is the most expensive currency in the world. Amazon knew that if you're watching their content, you're spending more time on their app, seeing their ads, clicking their products, getting emotionally connected to their stories. It's no longer about discounts. It's about loyalty through storytelling. And that's more powerful than any sale. But Amazon didn't stop at video. It also expanded Amazon Music, grew Audible audiobooks, invested in exclusive podcasts. Today, Amazon Music has over 100 million songs rivaling Apple and Spotify, and Audible is the #1 audiobook platform in the world with thousands of exclusives. All of this is designed to keep users inside the Amazon app, control the audio experience, own more minutes of your day. Whether you're working out, cooking, relaxing, or driving, Amazon is there in your ears. Amazon by the numbers. Entertainment plus global. Prime Video users over 250 million. Worldwide streaming in 240 plus countries. Content budget $202,317 billion. Audible subscribers 50 million plus. Music subscribers estimated 80 million plus. Languages supported 30 plus. Top markets: US, India, UK, Germany, Japan, Brazil. This is no longer just a store. This is a media empire, quietly surrounding every aspect of modern life. At this point in the story, Amazon has the world's biggest store, the world's biggest cloud infrastructure, a logistics network that beats FedEx and UPS, smart devices in your home, AI that predicts your needs, a streaming service with global reach, a voice inside your house, your payment info, your preferences, and your trust. It's no longer about selling to customers. It's about becoming a part of their lifestyle. Part 3: The Future of Amazon. Lessons and what comes next. Amazon today is more than just a company. It is a platform for commerce, a force of habit, a cloud of intelligence, a builder of machines. In 2018, Amazon partnered with JP Morgan and Berkshire Hathaway to form a healthcare initiative called Haven. Their goal: fix healthcare for their employees and then for the world. It failed in 3 years, but Amazon didn't give up. Instead, it acquired PillPack, an online pharmacy startup, for $753 million. Launched Amazon Pharmacy, letting customers order prescription drugs through Prime. Developed Amazon Clinic, a virtual health platform for quick consultations and treatments. Hired thousands of health professionals. Integrated Alexa with health devices for reminders, symptoms, and caregiving. In 2022, Amazon made a massive $3.90 billion acquisition of One Medical, a chain of primary care clinics with a tech-first. This move gave Amazon access to millions of patients, data on health habits, prescriptions, visits, and more. Entry into insurance partnerships, corporate wellness, and employer plans. Amazon's ultimate goal: make health careers easy as ordering shampoo. And they're getting closer every day. Inside Amazon's warehouses, there's a growing population of workers who don't sleep, don't take breaks, and don't make. They are robots, and their numbers are increasing rapidly. Over 750,000 mobile robots are now deployed across Amazon's fulfillment centers. Robots lift, carry, sort, and scan packages. Some robots even pick and pack orders, reducing human labor needs. AI directs these machines with real-time optimization, making operations faster every day. But Amazon's vision is it's investing in agility robotics, humanoid robots that walk like humans, self-driving delivery vehicles, Amazon Scout, drones, Prime Air that can drop packages within 30 minutes, AI-powered factories that can operate with minimal human involvement. In 2021, Jeff Bezos shocked the world. He announced he was stepping down as CEO of Amazon. Why? He said, "I want to focus on innovation, the environment, and space." He remained as executive chairman while Andy Jassy, the head of Ars, became CEO. But behind the scenes, there was more: increased political pressure, media scrutiny, anti-Rust lawsuits, and his desire to build the next empire, Blue Origin, his space. It wasn't an escape. It was a pivot. Bezos had taken Amazon as far as he could. Now, he wanted to leave Earth behind. Here's what Amazon is working on right now. In labs, behind closed doors. Project Kuiper. Internet from Space. Amazon is launching a constellation of satellites to deliver global internet. It's a direct competitor to Elon Musk's Starlink. Over 3,200 satellites planned, targeting rural areas, poor countries, disaster zones. This will give Amazon control over connectivity, not just content. Generative AI. Amazon is developing large language models to rival ChatGPT, integrating AI into Alexa, smarter, more WS tools for developers. Amazon Search more accurate. Acquired Anthropic stake, $4 billion to strengthen its AI race position. Check out free retail. Amazon Go evolution. Expanding stores with no lines, no cash, no friction, using cameras, sensors, AI, and facial recognition. Could become the standard in airports, stadiums, grocery chains, shopping malls. Amazon as a platform for everything. Amazon is not just a store anymore. It is becoming the bank, Amazon Pay, the doctor, Amazon Pharmacy, the teacher, Audible Kindle, the screen, Prime Video, Fire TV, the home assistant, Alexa, the delivery company, Amazon Logistics, the cloud, AWS, the storefront, marketplace, the builder of your next robot or AI assistant. It wants to become the default, like electricity, like the internet, like water, so invisible, so essential that no one can remove it. Amazon by Thephanol numbers, revenue over $575 billion per year. Ars' profit contribution over 70%, employees over $1.5 million globally. Market cap over $1.6 trillion. Warehouses 1,150 plus Prime members. 250 million plus Alexa devices sold. 200 million plus streaming subscribers. 250 million plus robots deployed. 750,000 plus delivery vehicles. Over 100,000 countries served. 190 plus. This is not just a company anymore. This is a civilization engine. 10 life-changing lessons from the story of Amazon. 1. Start small, but think huge. Jeff Bezos started by selling books. He wasn't trying to become rich overnight. He was building trust, systems, and scale slowly. But in his mind, he always saw the everything store. Lesson: begin with what you have, but never think small about your future. 2. Don't chase profit, chase the While other companies focused on money, Amazon focused on one thing. How can we make the customer's life easier? That single obsession made them unstoppable. Lesson: serve so well that people can't leave you, even if your price isn't the lowest. 3. Be willing to lose, to win big. Amazon didn't make profit for years. It faced criticism, stock crashes, media attacks. But Jeff didn't. He knew if we win trust first, the money will come later. Lesson: sacrifice comfort now to build power later. 4. Control the whole system. Amazon didn't just sell products. It built its own website, delivery network, cloud system, payment tools, even its own planes. Lesson: the more pieces of the system you control, the fewer people can stop you. 5. Reinvent yourself, for the world forces you to. Every time Amazon got comfortable, it changed. From books to everything. From store to platform. From digital to physical. From shipping to streaming. From retail to robotics. Lesson: if you're not evolving, you're already dying. Reinvent before it's too late. 6. Invest in invisible power. The public saw Amazon's website, but the real power came from AWS, logistics, data, and AI, all hidden from the spotlight. Lesson: true power often grows in silence. Build what the world doesn't see yet. 7. Use data, not drama. While others made emotional decisions, Amazon relied on data, testing, metrics, patterns, and feedback loops. Lesson: don't guess, don't gamble. Build your strategy on truth, not noise. 8. Own the experience. Amazon controlled every inch of the customer experience. What you see, how it's delivered, what gets recommended, how fast it arrives, what price you pay. Lesson: don't just sell a product, create an entire world around it. 9. Obsess over what's not working. Jeff Bezos said, complaints are gifts. They show you where to improve. Amazon constantly uses negative reviews, failed products, and customer anger as fuel for innovation. Lesson: don't ignore the pain. Study it, fix it. Learn from it faster than your competition. 10. The goal is not just to sell, but to stay. Amazon didn't want to be just a shop. It wanted to be part of your life. Every hour, every room, every screen, and it succeeded. Lesson: build something so valuable that people don't just visit, they stay. You've now seen the full story of Amazon. From nothing to everything. This wasn't luck. It wasn't magic. It wasn't hype. It was relentless vision, customer obsession, and building brick by brick, without excuses, shortcuts, or noise. The truth is, Amazon didn't disrupt you. It outworked, outhard, and outlasted it. And now the question is, No longer, how did they do it? It's what will you do now? 'Cause you don't have to become Jeff Bezos. You don't have to build Amazon. But you can learn this. Start, obsess, improve, adapt, and never stop. That's how legends are built. So if this story inspired you, don't just feel it, build something from it. And if you watch till here, you're not just a viewer, you're a builder. And the world is waiting for your version of Amazon. If you enjoyed this story and want more powerful videos like this, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. Your support helps us bring you the best stories to learn English and change your life.